your purpose? Believe it or not, every single one of us is here to serve their purpose. And we often get stuck in thinking of the eat, work, sleep, repeat. But your life is so much more than that. Now our page, Conscious Living for Life, is designed for guidance, but the most important reason for the page is to get you to think. Your purpose is something that you can only find for yourself, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you are doing in life right now, how old you are, parent, so on. Life is short. Sometimes you just got to get out of your own way and change the way you think. Now, this podcast series is designed to share people's stories and views in the hopes of inspiring and maybe getting you to think greater than your environment. And podcasts aren't just for people of status, they're for everyone, because everyone has a story to tell. Maybe you'll relate, maybe even have a light bulb moment, maybe you'll just enjoy hearing answers to questions from a different point of view. I truly hope you enjoy. Mira, thanks very much for doing this with me. You were gave me my first opportunity to jump on a podcast and do my very first one with you. So it's a novel thing for you to be on my maiden voyage for a podcast. So thank you very much.
You are very, very welcome. It's my great pleasure to be here and to help to start something amazing. So I'm really looking forward for our first talk. It's my honor to be here with you.
For people that don't know, you're a member of our page, Conscious Living for Life group, and you're one of the very few international members of the group. Can you explain a little bit about where you're positioned in the world, what lovely part of this beautiful planet that you live in, and just a little bit of a view of how you feel where you live to explain to the viewers, where you're at.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So recently I am on the beautiful Isle of Man. It's actually in the middle of the Irish Sea, in between UK and Ireland. It's really, really small island. It has only 84,000 people here. It's lovely nature. And I'm really enjoying it because, I am not, let's say, city person, so it's great to be here. And maybe some people who are in a motorbike, they can know this island because it's famous for the most dangerous motorbike racing here. So it's one, to be honest, I never heard about this. I never was in a bike. I just a small, small bike. But people, you are there, motorbike people like it because it's actually in the nature, they are riding here. There is a race there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did not know that. We have a place in Victoria called Phillip Island, and they do the motocross racing. But no, did not know that. Whereabouts were you born?
Yeah, I'm from Slovakia. It's a very lovely small country as well. We have 5 million people there and less than 50,000 square kilometers. We are in the middle of Europe. Maybe some people can know it. We were before Czechoslovakia. So when we split in 1990. And it's a lovely country. We have nice nature, a lot of different culture, historical, and so on. And I really enjoyed that because, when I was born, we were like under Soviet Union. But for me, because I was in small village, small town, it wasn't, any trouble. We had a lot of freedom actually there. And I had very good childhood there because nothing like dangerous. We were outside, let's say, until 10 o'clock in the evening, we didn't need to lock the houses. It was really, really safe and wonderful place to grow up. Yeah.
Sounds beautiful. And any other places in the world that you've been lucky enough to live in?
To be honest, I was quite lucky. I was traveling a lot I was actually in Australia as well.
Oh, wow.
I spent there only 3 months, but I enjoyed it. But honestly, for me, it was too hot. I was there, in December, and it was really, really too hot for me.
Whereabouts, Mira?
It was close to Brisbane.
Gold Coast.
Yeah. So I was there. I lived sometime in Canada, in West part, in Banff. It is actually Alberta. It is near British Columbia, where are Rocky Mountains. So I was in the middle of nature there. I did enjoy it there. I spent some time in Sri Lanka and in Nepal. In Nepal, actually, I was very lucky. I was there 3 months, and most time I spent in my own, meditating in the middle of nowhere, deep in the forest. I found very friendly community, Buddhist community there. And I was able, to be there in one small cottage. It was like very small, but, I think 10 houses were there, cottages, but maybe 3 people were only there. And I was actually lucky because I left in December, and next spring, it was this earthquake, and it absolutely finished. It fell down, yeah. So it was really, and I was a lot of, I was in USA as well. Usually I was traveling because of different teachings, and around the Europe, Italy, France, Austria, because Austria actually from my house when I used to live, it was 5 minutes on bike, it was very, and walking 5 minutes to Hungary, because it was like triangle, that in the between 2-3 countries. So
well, you definitely had some experiences. Like I like to joke that I've only been across seas once in Australia, and that's to Tasmania, and that's still part of Australia. So you've definitely had some experiences in the world, which is beautiful. And for people that don't know about yourself, what is your profession? I know I'm a member of your group on Facebook, and you do wonderful things. Can you spend just a little bit of time explaining what you do in your professional life, and just a little bit about your group and the kind of things that you do with yourself?
Okay, thank you very, very much. So actually, I can say that I am kind of holistic consultant, or maybe well-being coach. Totally, I'm trying actually help people to find their freedom in their life. And I'm using my name like Mira, because when I came in England, people asked me, okay, Mira, how to pronounce your name, Mira or Myra, when they saw it like, written. And I said, okay, Myra is like, it's like Myra. Ra is this old Egyptian god of sun. You can call me like this if you think that I'm your god of sun. It was just a joke. but I say, I am Mira, like miracle. And, everybody was laughing.
Mira, yeah.
and so, since I started to use it like my slogan later on, because, I used to say, I am Mira, but we all are miracles. Yeah. So, and this is kind of my, let's say, mission to uplift and support people to realize that really we all are miracles, but we kind of forgotten. And we have all this wisdom, all this knowledge inside, but, I am trying to support and find for people the best way, how they can find their own way. I'm not that do this, but I'm just trying to support them to recover, this wisdom what everybody has inside, this great miracle.
Me and you are very similar, Mira, and I think that's why we maybe have connected, because we share a lot of the same views, and that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve with my group too. So it's very nice to hear someone have the same kind of views, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I do believe, everything has a reason. So we met for this reason, and actually, the name of my group is Academy of Holistic Freedom. And my main aim was, to find people who are like similar, in the point of view to create group of really enthusiastic people who want to bring more happiness, more light and love into our world. And I do believe that you are one of them, that we can create smaller, because, in my group is a lot of people, but I think we need a kind of core of people who can do something similar, because let's say that I have different vibration like you have, different knowledge, but that I can attract different people, you can attract others people. Yeah. So, and this is my aim, to really bring in this academy the people, when we can offer for everybody who is ready for this huge leap over from feeling like victim to be creator of their own life, to offer different approaches. Actually, I don't know if you heard that in Buddhism, after Buddha died, it was 84,000 different teachings, 84,000. But the reason was that according, this Tibetan approach, Tibetan Buddhism, we have in our body 84,000 different energetical channels. And in which channel our energy is like vibrating the most predominant, it is like what we kind of, attracting, what we manifesting. And this is the reason for, for these different teachings, which have the same aim, to bring us to, to our true nature. But for somebody, let's say number 5 is different, like for 10, so this is my aim. I don't want 84,000 people, but it'd be nice, to have really small group people with different approaches, different manifestation, but with the same aim. So this.
Look, I agree 100%. And something I talk about is purpose. And, every single one of us has a purpose, and it's something that you can only find for yourself. What's your view on purposes? I believe that I'm starting to understand my purpose in this lifetime. How about yourself? How would you answer that question on purpose?
Yeah, definitely, it's a great question. Actually, this was one of the first questions which brought me, to starting like searching, in my life. And I wanted to support others as well. So I was trying to figure out different approaches, how to support people, uplift them in their true calling, to find that soul, let's say, destination, your life purpose, and so on. So I was studying different approaches. My main, which is from which I'm starting, is this Buddhist, which is like Dzogchen teaching, which is actually, when we translate it, is like true nature. It means that we are total perfect. Sorry, it's total perfect. We are total perfect already, but we don't know. So this is like my biggest. But then I try to find the different approaches, how to support people. So I'm using, one is like Mongolian stones reading, second is like Chinese astrology, and the last one is numerology. And now I'm starting with Hebrew numerology. So all these are here to support us, to really reveal our true mission, our life purpose, why we are here.
That's great what you're doing, because it's kind of offering people in a sense of flavor instead of like going down just one particular path. You're giving options for people to find their ways, excuse me, along the track, which is great. And yeah, I absolutely love what you're doing. We'll move on to the next question. Okay, and how would you describe yourself? Like as a person, you're very busy in your life, and but how would you describe yourself?
Yeah, honestly, according to this Chinese astrology, my predominant element is water. Yeah, according to other, it's fire, like Western astrology. But I would like to explain regarding the Chinese.
Yeah, please.
Water. Yeah, water is kind of element. It could be very, very quick. You can see huge, waterfalls, and there are, when you have water, I want to do is like this, nothing, it's following the goal. It's very quick and do it like this, and water loves, to learn new knowledge. I'm studying all my life, different approaches, but I try to put it in my life, because when I have it only here, it doesn't work. This is kind of my main, let's say, approach to practice what I'm studying, and then I can, to offer other people, like, let's say, energy which is already kind of connected with my energy, and I can offer it more clear, in much better way. And as well, like water is empathetic, good listener. So this I like, to offer others, because I think in this time it's very important that we have ability to listen. You usually, not usually, but very often meeting people who prefer to talk, not to listen. And it's very important to know somebody who is ready to listen to you without any judgment. This is very important, and accept you how you are without any, conditioning and at all. Other, like opposite of water, is like, you can imagine like it's calm, quiet, still. And this is my other, what I like quality, which I like to use, that meditating and to reconnect with all elements around us. And now I am very lucky. I am blessed with, now I can see sea when I'm sitting inside and sea is just in front of me. So I'm spending a lot of time early in the morning. I'm sitting in front of the house with my cup of tea and doing kind of contemplation, meditation. And then I go walking along the beach, doing some small exercises and so on.
Wow.
Yoga is really movement. It is, I am not like big yoga, but I like some movement like this. Yeah, this is.
So that's your morning routine. That's the way you start your day every day, or do you have rest days? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
I try, when, it depends, sometimes I'm, let's say, a little bit more busy, so I don't do walk, but usually I do. This is my routine, which it's not only the morning when I have other time in the evening, it's great as well, to to watch on sunset or to walk along the beach. And as well, I like when I'm free during the weekend, walk in the hills. This is other part of nature which I do love, to spend time with trees and everywhere and just enjoy and be there in the present moment.
It's important to get out there in the environment and just really take in awe of what's around us. And I think people tend to forget in their busy lifestyles, but your practice is beautiful. It sounds like you've got two things at each side of the spectrum. And again, I have something similar that I do in my daily practice. And you spoke a little bit about growing up in Czechoslovakia and as a child, how was life? And really, when you were a child, what did you want to be? What did you want to do? I mean, we all have that, I want to be this when I'm a child kind of thing. What was it for you?
Actually, I always wanted to be a teacher. I was playing like, that I will teach other people, and I was preparing different tools, how to make others to understand better. So this was kind of my aim from the childhood. And then I wasn't teacher at primary school. I was at university. I was teaching sociology. I'm actually, I study sociology. But actually then, when everything changed in our country after revolution, I established with friends small school, which was like a private school. And it was first or second private school in Slovakia. And we wanted to teach children love, responsibility, freedom, acceptance. But honestly, it wasn't because I didn't have all the papers, because I wasn't teacher on the paper. So they stopped us. But it was, I had 1 year, I did enjoy it with little children, the 6 years old. And I loved this style because it was very creative. And with children, you can see, the enthusiasm and that how they love what they are doing. So this was, So
what a fantastic idea. I mean, if children were taught that from an early age, and I've spoke to you about this on your podcast that you had about children actually learning to meditate at a younger age, what a different world we'd live in. But what a beautiful concept. I wish I was a student of yours. That would have been great. Who has been the most important person in your life, Mira?
Oh, this is interesting question. Actually, when I was a little girl, my father was very nice person to me. And actually, my mom, like most of moms, she was very caring and she was afraid. And my father used to say, let her be, let her be. He gave me a lot of freedom. And actually, my first sentence was, let her be, let her be. And he gave me a lot of freedom, and I brought this in my life. So in this childhood, it was definitely him. And then when I started to follow this teaching, so my teachers, which I maybe can talk later on about them, these doctor teachers, yeah.
And what is something that people seem to misunderstand about you?
That's a nice question. Honestly, I think, when anything going around us, it's actually manifesting our own energy. So it's if somebody is, let's say, not very happy with me or behave in the way which make me a little bit like, let's say, curious, it means that this person is just mirroring what is inside me, and I don't want to know about this. Yeah, I don't want to put it in my consciousness level. So maybe sometimes I used to be very quick in helping people, that, and people, actually, this is quite a nice story. I was working like caregiver, I wanted different experiences. It was in UK actually, with elderly people. And I was just covering holiday for other caregiver in the family where lady was ill, and her husband was okay, but he was elderly person. And I was there, and we were sitting all together, and phone rang. So I jumped and I took the phone and brought it to the gentleman. And he was quiet. And after a couple of days, he told me, "You know what, Mira? When you are here longer, I will need your help as well, because I wanted to support him, and he didn't want he didn't need my help. So this was, I need to think that not everybody, it's asking me for the help. I need to be, let's say, sometimes more empathetic in this way, that not everybody needs it. Yeah. So this maybe it's one of.
That's a great story. I mean, we learn all these lessons in life, and if anything, it gives us knowledge moving forward, and that sounds like a really knowledgeable experience for you that you've had in your life. Now, we've got plenty of memories in our memory bank, favorite ones, but today, can you just choose one of your favorite memories?
Oh, that's it. Maybe when I found this teacher, this Dzogchen teacher, who actually, let's say, through him, I had this opportunity to reconnect with my real me, with true nature, which I have. And it was so amazing feeling, to be what I really am. So I think this is the best memory which I can share, because in this moment you feel that you are everything, that we are all connected. There is nothing to be afraid about. Everything is just a dream, is a lovely play of energy which we are part of, and we are very important part of this. Without each of us, this game wasn't be complete. So I think this is the most nice memory which I have.
That's beautifully said, Mira. And I think people are actually starting to understand what you're saying. I mean, I definitely understand that, but it's just getting people to, those curtains to open up and just to really understand what you just said, which was really good. Do you have any regrets in your life?
Honestly, no, because my aim is accept everything what's going on. Everything has a reason. Yeah. So I really love to, of course, not every time I'm like this, but I love to accept everything, because everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. This is only our dualistic, let's say, vision when we say, oh, this is good, this is bad. So this is my approach. And I don't know if you ever heard this story about old Chinese man who was quite poor, who had son, horse, and a small field. Have you heard it or no?
No, please continue.
Okay, I will share it. Yeah. So one day, his horse disappeared, and whole village was, oh, you are so unlucky, you are so unlucky. And he said, lucky, unlucky, who knows? After a week, a horse came back and brought 4 lovely white horses. And whole village, oh, you are so lucky. And he said, lucky, unlucky. Next day, his young son went to train the horse, one of the white one, and he fell down and he broke his leg. And whole village, oh, you're so unlucky. And lucky, unlucky. Next week, the soldiers came to the village, and they took all young, healthy boys to the war, fighting. His boy stayed home because he was injured, yeah. and everybody, oh, you are so lucky. Lucky, unlucky. And this is our life, that we never know what is luck, what is not.
Thank you for sharing that. That was great. Do you have a pet peeve?
Again, actually, this is the same what I said before, that it's everything, maybe in the, let's say, many years ago, I was kind of, I didn't like when people were slowly, I like everything very quick, but now I realize they were here, to teach me, oh, Mira, stop, patient, calm down. Because, when you are young, very young, you have a lot of fire inside your body and you really want to everything, very quick to that. So this was, but now I think it's fine. I accept everything, and what's going on. It's just amazing what is happening.
Is there anyone in your life that you regret not showing appreciation for?
No, to be honest, really, I think that everybody is great, but people who are actually who seem to us that they are, let's say, not good, they're actually suffering, and they want our attention. But they feel that nobody loves them. And they just they're kind of craving for attention, and they don't know other way, so they do it in their way. So no.
That's a great answer. Spirituality and religion. Excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. So religion, I don't want to judge, but I have to say this. Unfortunately, in many cases came to start to manipulate people, that is, it became like tool for taking the power. Yeah. So I do prefer spirituality approach. It is not let's say, organization. Sometimes, of course, we have some organization behind this, but spirituality for me means, how I said before, to reconnect what we really are, to share our love, to realize that we are all one. We are not at all disconnected, but because of our dualistic mind, we see, I'm here, you are there. Okay, this is my family, this is my circle. Let us be. But in the real sense, we are all one. System, energetical system, everything is energy, isn't it? So, and this is my, let's say, approach, that everybody is here to reconnect what we really are, with our true nature, real nature, our highest self, our wisdom, or like this. So I think spirituality, I prefer this word, yeah. But of course, I do accept everybody who thinks that his life is better than the religion way, because of course this was in the past time that people were under the pressure of religions. Now it's a little bit different, and religion is really happening. People on their way toward the happiness. Maybe people can find can feel more safe with these approaches. They can find groups. And I know that a lot of people are meeting together, under different religions. And I actually had nice podcasts with girls, which are from America, and they are in Christian groups. And this is great, to find the best way, which is helping us towards our goals, toward our happiness. So this is about religion.
That was really well explained, and I think that people will be able to understand that answer, which is great. Thank you, Mira. Next question. Is there anything in your life right now you would like to change? And it's probably another question that laps on previous questions, but is there anything in your life right now you'd like to change?
Honestly, we were talking about this before, that my aim is like yours, to build somewhere a lovely retreat center for people. And this is still far, far away. So this I would like to, to do. Maybe this is change which I'm awaiting, to build it somewhere in the middle of nature, even in Slovakia. Here, I don't know. It doesn't matter, actually. And this I would like to change to bring it, to reality. This idea, yeah.
I agree 100%. What do you wish you had known 20 years ago?
Okay, that's good. And what I said that very important is to realize that everything is great in the way, how is it? You know, everything is just a play of the energy, and we are taking it too seriously. Yeah? So I will say maybe take it easy. It's just, it's fun. Enjoy it. I can't say that I was too serious. Actually, my father, he used to say me, "Oh, you are enjoy. You know, you are thinking that everything is just, you know, like this." Actually, it is, but maybe it was time, you know, when I grew up and you know, some other stuff came in my life that I forgot on this. So I think that this is very important. Accept life. How is it? It's exactly how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
You're answering these questions really well. These are great. Do you have a biggest? Have you ever failed in your life? What's been your biggest failure, and what have you learned from it, if you have?
Yeah, honestly, you know, that I like when you said what I have learned, because actually all our what we call failure are here to help us to develop. You know, it's I'm telling about this failure like about our lessons in our life, and when we have them, we are already ready to cope with them. We have the ability, we have the skills, we have the quality to overcome them. So I am trying to, let's say, invite all the failure like big gift for me, because yeah, now I can learn, I can change, I can develop. Because when without failure, we will be maybe like a lovely flower, you know, just enjoying sunshine and not growing. Yeah. So, and my failure, I don't know actually how I said, you know, that sometimes, of course, we are like in the wheel, you know, or maybe like spiral, we are going up.
Yeah.
And of course, when I'm, let's say, overwhelmed or my energy is not balanced, so I'm doing my mistake like everybody, maybe going too much, you know, in the trouble, not to having the bigger picture. And then this is kind of my tool, which I am trying to explain everybody, you know, make a step out from your situation. Just because when we are too much involved, we don't have this ability to see it from the different point of view. So I think this is kind of what always me, I'm here, I'm there again, you know. So, but everything is a little bit, let's say, lighter for me to, you know, to go out from it.
Oh, look, I know exactly what you're talking about. I often talk about boxes, and we like to put ourselves into a box, and we don't realize that there is life outside of the box. So it's removing yourself from your box situation and getting a little bit uncomfortable, and that's when things start to happen, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. And actually with this box, I have other short example. I love it. One of my teachers used to say that we are like sitting in the box and we have only opened two small, you know, openings. And we are, and then when we forgotten, we have this ability just, you know, take the box out, step out of our comfort zone, and everything is great. We have all this big picture. Yeah, definitely.
How would you like to be remembered?
Well, Mira, I am Mira, everybody, we are miracles. Okay. Yeah. I am Mira, we all are miracles like this. Yeah.
Beautiful. And what does the future hold for you?
I hope, how I said, you know, to bring more people together, to build this academy and to build this retreat center, maybe centers for people where they can just enjoy their life, to reconnect with their true nature, to learn how to be truly themselves, to learn what they need to do to help each other, support each other. I think this is there, yeah.
You know, I hold your view 100%. I've spoken to you about my future vision, and that's something I'm very passionate about, and I think we're on the same page with that one.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I cross fingers for you, and maybe we can do some retreat centers together, and we will see what's.
I love that.
Yeah.
You spoke about your habits in the morning, meditation, walking, yoga. Is there any other little habits that you can share with the group that you do that you find beneficial in your life?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm offering people as well kind of approach, which I call energy management. Yeah, because very often we have like approach, okay, I need to change my mindset or I need to work with my body. But we are actually body, mind, emotion, and spirit. So, and my aim is kind of balance all this energy or all these levels and put them like in the nicely harmonic state. And for this, there are as well like breathing techniques, which are very important. For me, actually, breathing is, let's say, the most helping method. I think you are really sure what I'm talking about.
100%.
Yeah, this is absolutely, because actually breathing is connecting, how you know, our emotion with our mind and everything. Like it's when we do different methods for breathing, it can absolutely clean our energetic system, body, mind, everything. So this is really, really important. Then I think it's very important to think about our lifestyle, not to spend, to kind of bring harmony. I am not saying not to be on computer. To be honest, now I am very often, because I'm preparing a lot of stuff. But, to bring harmony. Harmony is very important, yeah? And with these approaches, which I have this Chinese astrology, we can find what kind of dominant element is in everybody, and then how we can bring balance. And this is not only about our body, but about everything around us. And actually, let's say now we are in the autumn, and autumn is time when it's like from heat, like from hot summer, we are coming to the winter, very, very cold, which is cold. And there is like different diet, different lifestyle, method and so on. I am not like this, because in this time you have a lot of different diet approach. And I think that everybody has choose his best one, because when we believe in, our mind is very strong, when we believe in some stuff, so it works for us. But this Chinese dietology is based on energetic, on the energy of the food. Yeah, they have like there is different characteristic I'm not going to explain, but very, very, very short way. Let's say in the winter, it's cold, so it's logical. We are eating like hot stuff, chili and so on. And each food has like 5 different categories. So when this we can kind of balance. And this is about our health, not only physical, but mental and emotional health. And actually, I think you agree with me that all our, let's say, disease on the physical level are just a result of troubles which we have on our mental and emotional level, and we don't pay attention to this trouble, so it's manifesting on the body level as well. So this
bottling
is very
up. It's when you're bottling up those emotions, and that they're the ones that really do damage.
Yeah. So, and very important, I think, it's learn how to letting go. This is very a lot of us, we are clinging in past, and even it is good or bad, and we are going into our mind again and again. And actually, for our energetical system, it doesn't matter if we are going through this experience now, or it happened. We are taking this, we are living so again and again. So it's very important to learn how to letting go and accept everything and be in the flow, in the flow with universal energies. I think this is kind of what I would like to share.
Well, Mira, I'm definitely signing up. I mean, I plan to leave your details at the end of this for people that are interested too, but I think it's very important. And you've touched on all key elements of, being happy, strong and healthy. And I'm signing up. I'm telling you that right now.
Thank you. Good.
All right. How's this for a little bit of fun? Okay. So if you had a book on your life, what would the title be? But the second part to the question is, and what would the title be if your worst enemy wrote it? So have fun with this one.
Okay. So actually, maybe I will be now a little bit boring, but again, I will put the Mira. Mira, we all are miracles. Okay, this will be the title. But actually, my biggest enemy is my ego. Yeah, and according my approach, And this I will borrow now from Tibetan like approach, this Dzogchen teaching. Then it is like that we have like these 5 elements. They are manifesting as well on our mind level. And let's say when it's like predominant earth element, it means that we are manifesting wisdom of equality, everything is equal. But when we take it like this, our dualistic mind, we feel we are more, we are proud, we have a proud. So when my ego is like proud, it will say, I am Mira, I am miracle. Yep, this is the title. Second, let's say it's air. It is about jealous, when it's negative, but positive or real wisdom behind air element is everything is the same. It's like everything is penetrating, wisdom is penetrating everything. Yeah. So when is this jealous, I will say, I am Mira, but you are the miracle. I want to be miracle. Yeah, but it's like jealous. Yeah. The other is fire. Fire is like all this, like a discriminating wisdom that we discriminate. What is what? Like this. Yeah. And like opposite, when we don't understand this wisdom, is we are clinging. So on this, it's like I want to, I have it. Yeah. So this will be Mira and I am miracle. Yeah, it will be the same, but like, then is other element, which is water. And water is like mirroring, that everything is wisdom of mirroring, that everything is just mirroring our energy. And here, like opposite is anger or fear. And I say, I'm Mira, but you are miracle, it's like, with fear or anger. And the last one is space element, is like that everything is great, everything is accomplished already. And it is like ignorance, the opposite, it is, I am not miracle and we are not miracles. So maybe this way.
That's a great answer. Can I just ask you, like, it's funny that you bring up the word ego. Me and my partner probably had an hour conversation about the word ego, and it seems to come up, especially trying to teach people entering into the meditation practice, and they every time come up against their ego. Can you give your points of view on ego and how you deal, say, with, for example, the practice of meditation, where sometimes you can be distracted by the outside world? How do you deal with your ego? You've obviously been meditating for years, but you try to explain it from when maybe you first started getting into the practice to help the guys at home that are trying and getting to that point where they're like, oh, I can't do it, it's just not working. And because that is the ego, we're coming up against the ego. What would you suggest to help them with their practice?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, when we start to sit and we are calm, we can finally hear our own mind, and it's going like this, it's spinning. But take this like advantage, because before, our mind is like this always. In Buddhism, they are saying our mind is like monkey, is jumping, like always. So take this like advantage, that you finally hear your mind, you have this. So don't take it, it's bad stuff. Of course, don't take it like great, try to accept and just to follow, just observe it. Yeah, because this is always, this is trick of our ego as well. Then I have great result, in the meditation. So be kind of in the state, okay, it's what I call bad, which I call good, but it's just a manifestation of my energy. It's going out, and just be in this present moment and don't be disappointed, because everything what is manifesting, it's great. Everything has a reason. It says we are cleaning through this, meditation. Our energy is going to be more alive. So take it like everything is fine how it's supposed to be. And I like this example that you are sitting on the bank of the river, and you are just following, you are just observing your thoughts.
And your thoughts are the stream, yes?
Yep. And you are just there. you are not touched. Or other example is when you look on the sky, you see the bird is flying, but nothing is living. Like, behind the airplane we see, this, but when birds is there, nothing. So this, take your thoughts like this, because actually when we have a thought in our mind and we grab it, we follow it, that is like we are putting more, we are actually put more strength to these thoughts. Yeah. But when we leave it, this is this letting go, just let it happen. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. So I think this is kind of very important, instruction which I received. And I think we can do this, in our daily life as well. And especially this is very good when we are in the nature, because we can let's reconnect with this lovely vibration there, and it's much easier to be in the present moment, and do it. And maybe for some people, I had a friend, for him was, actually for me as well, when I started many years, it wasn't so easy, to stay still in the meditation, and it depends what kind of energy you have predominant, what is the energy during the day. This is as well important, which day you are meditating. There is one very good meditation, maybe it's like walking one. You are walking very slowly, and you are aware or about each movement of your body, especially of your feet. I'm going down.
That's the perfect way to stay present, isn't it? I mean, if you're focusing on that, then
this could be for people who are like, who have trouble to sit, because it's not, to be honest, it's not good to push ourselves. When we feel this is not good time, to meditate, to be still, it's good to move, to shake, to jump, to dance, to take out all this tension which we have in the body, because it's really, according to my approach, it could be even dangerous, when somebody is under huge tension. And try to sit and push. It's making opposite in our energetic system.
Yeah, that was so well explained. Thank you very much for sharing that answer. It's even given me some insight into even my own practice. So thank you for sharing that answer. I'm going to leave you with a fun question to end this. If you could have 3 people to join you at dinner, any 3 people in the world, past or present, who would they be, and for what reason would you invite them to dinner?
Okay, thank you. This is a great question. Actually, to be honest, I was fortunate. I already had the dinner. We were not together, all 3, but they were like my Dzogchen teachers. 2 of them, one is like from Tibet. He already died. And he lived in Italy, and he was traveling around the world. His name was Chogyal Namkhai Norbu. He's my main teacher. So I had, I was fortunate with other group of people. We had dinner with him. His son, we were 4 at the table. And the last one was very, very important. Rinpoche is like, precious one from Tibet. He didn't travel too much. He spent actually a lot of time in jail in China. And I think 10 years ago, I met him in USA because he decided to help some villages in Tibet to help because they have problem with water supply. So he traveled and made some teaching, and he earned some money for these people. And I was fortunate. It was very quick, actually. I saw this information about his teaching, about Dzogchen teaching on internet, and everything went how was supposed to. And my friend, she's Slovak, but she lives in USA. She wrote me, "Oh, Mira, this teacher is here. You don't want to come?" I said, "I just saw it yesterday, but it needs time and everything." And she, "Okay, come. You can stay with us. We are going there," and so on. So great. I went there. And it wasn't like huge teaching. It was maybe 100 people there. And one day we were asked, some of us, if we don't want to join this master for dinner. I said, of course. So we were maybe only 5 of us, but of course he didn't speak English and he needed to translate. But this translator in this time was kind of busy. So we are sitting in the, in the restaurant. We went for pizza and the healthy stuff. And I was sitting next to him and we were waiting 5 minutes, 10, and I think maybe he's hungry. So, and I didn't, I had no clue how to talk, Tibetan. So, and they were like, chicken and beef pizza. Yeah. And I said, okay, would you like, like chicken, or would you like, woo?
I was going to say, how did you do the beef one? But yeah, no, that will do.
And he said, woo. So and it was really, and this, these masters, it's enough when you're just sitting, next to them, because you can feel this great energy, what they have, what you have as well. They kind of uplift this energy in yourself. So I was lucky. I met them not all together, but yeah, this is my experience.
That sounds like a dream dinner. Mira, I want to ask you just a couple more questions because I'm finding this really fascinating, which is great. Someone that probably watch my own podcast again and again because it's been really a great experience for me. So if you don't mind, a couple more questions. What's your views on synchronicities and serendipities? I mean, me personally, I've been having a few synchronicities in my life. What's your view on synchronicities and serendipities?
Absolutely, I love it, because actually, this is the most important, for us. When we go, let's say in this other language, we call it that we are in the flow. That when we are in the flow, everything is happening, how I said, like this. Yeah, and this is actually one of the main, let's say, aim of this Chinese astrology, to figure out what is your energy and what is energy around you, and how to synchronize, how to be in the flow. Because you can see in our life many times we are in the situation and it's quite difficult, but we solve it like this. But let's say next week we have much easier, but we go against the wall, against and again, and nothing happening. And this is because we don't synchronize with these energies. Yeah, what is going, So when we know what we are solving, what energy is just now for us important, let's say that it's, for example, I'm water, and now it's around, let's say, earth element. It means, earth is like controlling water. It is giving like, bank. So no, it's like, be in your way. Yeah. And in this time, it's, let's say, not good for me to do kind of more going outside. It's better for me to sit, maybe do some meditation, to go more inside. But next time is element water, which is supporting my water. I can do it. Or wood element, which is like my output, because wood needs water. So again, I can create very easily because I am supported. Yeah. So this is very important. I do agree that this is the best way how to find, synchronicity everywhere around us, and how to use it not only for us but for everybody in our life.
Thank you for sharing that. Another question I'd like to ask is: do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Definitely. Actually, I do believe in karma, but not karma like the fate, like people, there's a karma. Karma is actually action, reaction. Yeah, we did did in our life. It doesn't need to be this life. It could be many lives before, and now it's ripening the result. Yeah, and always, it's good that this we know this is much easier for us to cope with our life, because when we know it's supposed to, and we can ask why this is happening to me, or just accept it and learn for the situation. So definitely I do. Yeah.
And for people that get confused with the word present, I know that a lot of people think that being in the present moment, there's a lot of misconception around that word. Like they just think that maybe it has something to do just with meditation. But if you could give an example of being present And some people might know what you're saying, and some people might find it as a refreshing answer to the question. What's your view on being present?
Yeah, definitely. So for me, the life is the like most important part for being present, because we are here 24 hours. Yeah. So it's not only, of course, meditation is here to kind of help us, to support us, but it's important when we are present in each moment. It's not so easy because we have this, let's say, habits, and it is in our brain, that 99% we react like automatically, like habits. It's going like machine. Yep. So we can start with very, very short period. I say, let's say now a minute or maybe 10 seconds, I will be present. I will know exactly what I am doing. And sometimes it's really difficult because 1 minute it looks short, but really you're different, different thoughts are coming, and brain is. So this is for me that try to, with very short time, to be present. What's now I'm talking, so I know I'm talking. Yeah, I am.
Present.
Yep. Yeah. This is, I think this is very important, and it's good to start. Of course, when we start in meditation, in sitting practice, it's easier on the beginning, but then it's most important to bring it in our daily life, to be present and to realize what's going on. And actually, the main goal for me for present is that we know who we really are, that I'm not this body, that I am not Mira, how I'm used to say, like this joke, but I am true nature, I'm the wisdom, which is not me actually. No, me doesn't exist. Is my concept, is my ego, what is still trying to separate me for this wholeness. Maybe was I clear or?
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that through your practices of meditation throughout your life has actually helped you find yourself?
Yeah, it depends how we define yourself, because when is it this, let's say, what Buddhism called Buddha, what true nature, wisdom, what really is the oneness or the love, yes. But when this is very, this is very, very, how to say, very gentle edge, when I say yourself, sometimes, I say it's me. Yeah. So what we really maybe our truly nature, what we are, true nature, maybe you mentioned, I like to call it true nature or real nature.
Yeah.
It's what we really, really are. When I was younger, actually, I didn't have all this teaching, but I was thinking about us like of the onion. We have this, and we go through, and when we are inside, we realize that it's everything is there. We have like these coats, and we peel them, and then nothing stays, because ego is for us kind of concept we like to grab on, because it gives us kind of stability. Yep. And when we get rid of ego, we have nothing. We fell down. We are like, we have nothing to grab on, and this is very, very difficult. To be without ego. It needs time. Actually, time is a dualistic vision. Because time and space is only in our mind. It doesn't exist, in a sense. But we still working with this, let's say, concept, because otherwise, we can't be here alive. Even enlightened beings, they still, because they have body, they still are, they still to need move in this space and time, but they know that this is just illusory, it's just illusion of our mind. Yeah.
That's a great answer. Thanks, Mira. Look, I want to thank you so much, for being my first guest on this podcast series. It's designed for inspiring messages and to help people think greater than their environment. You've definitely made the show go off with a bang for the first episode. And look, I think it's important. I'm going to try and get everyone in the group to do the same kind of thing that you've just done tonight. And everyone does have a story, and there's certain things that we talk about that inspire people and they can relate to, and you've helped me get this off to a great start. So, and Zoom seems to be the way of the future. Everyone's jumping on it. Why not get a little bit of experience of using these platforms, and this is the opportunity to do it. So I just want to thank you very much for being the first person to jump on, and I look forward to sharing your group with everyone in our group, and you might get a few more numbers cycling through into yours, which needs to happen. I really want to have a look at your course that you're offering. I think that sounds fantastic, and yeah, great.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It was great pleasure, really. And I do believe, we have started something amazing. And I think we can continue, in the future, and maybe we can find a more grounded stuff for our project with our retreat center. Thank you again, and have a lovely time.
I'd like to have you on again in the future, Mira. I think we've got plenty to talk about, and I think that a lot of people can take a lot of great advice from yourself. So thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, bye-bye.
Take care. Bye, Mira.
Take your time, I put you in.